everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Deep Thoughts. And today we are back once again to talk about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind Episode 32, Green Day and Oasis Part 3. The end of the whole Green Day and Oasis arc, and let's just go ahead and talk about it, because this arc itself was pretty trippy, but let's just dive into the episode as a whole. So we pick up almost directly after where we left off last week, and I was genuinely shocked to see that Seko didn't care almost at all that Chocolata died, especially after Chocolata said all the, I love you, I know you can do it, blah, 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 you can solve this, I know you can, you have to. You got this, all this, encouraging shit, pardon my French, only for Seko to be I only liked you because you were strong and because you gave me treats and you treated me nice. I didn't actually like you. I was like, what? Nani? I can never anticipate Araki's writing at all. This whole part in general, I've not been able to see coming. This in particular was the most bizarre adventure, just because there was, part 4, but I just couldn't see a lot of part 5 coming at all. And the Seko turn is just another testament to that. I genuinely didn't see this whole, I never cared about Chocolata, I only liked you because you gave me sugar cubes. I never could have imagined that was the turn. I thought that, judging off what we saw last week, that Seko was going to be you killed Chocolata, your goons killed Chocolata, now I'm going to kill you. I thought that's what was going to happen. But leave it to Araki to catch me entirely off guard. I did not see that coming at all. Nor did I see just how damn wild this stand battle was going to turn out to be, because just holy hell, the trick with the pipe where Bucciarati throws the pipe at Seko, and he's oh, what, you missed? And then he's wait, that's half of a pipe. And then all of a sudden the zipper starts coming and he almost cuts Seko's head off, only for Seko to flip it back at him, and then Bucciarati almost cuts his own head off. It was that plus the the raining down of the almost daggers out of the cement. It was just such a damn cool stand battle. I thought that the Green Day versus Gold Experience stand battle was I was oh, there's no way the Oasis versus Sticky Fingers battle is gonna even come close. But damn, that fight was dope. That's got to be up there. This whole arc has to be up there for some of the best stand battles in this part. That was wild. It was also pretty scary too. Can you imagine being Bucciarati in that situation? How hopeless would that seem? I didn't realize how fierce of a fighter Seko was gonna turn out to be. He meant business. He really everything about the way he uses his stand was vicious and brutal and cruel, and it just made for such an intense stand battle. I was really genuinely shocked. Although with that said, given that a good chunk of Seko's whole stand ability, or Oasis's ability, is the fact that the user has to be swimming through cement, just saying, that'd be I can think of a certain anime character who would be much better with Oasis, probably less insane too. Just saying, Haruka Nanase would be pretty rad with Oasis. I'm just tossing that out there. Oh man, now I want somebody to make which stand ability would these characters have? That'd be, somebody make that. I would totally watch that. What stand abilities would the characters from Free have? I want to see that. Make it. I'd say about maybe 90 to 85% of the episode is just this fight, and damn, was it worth it? It was just such a cool fight. But we do get some extra cool stuff with our boy Polnareff, who somebody in the comments said that they don't appreciate the way I say Polnareff, so Polnareff. But anyway, I appreciated that we see Polnareff in this episode. I'm very curious what in the high hell happened to the man's legs. Life was not kind to Polnareff after part 3. Genuinely, I'm hoping we actually get to see, or at least bare minimum hear, the story of how that happened. Maybe we won't, but I do hope we do. I don't feel like there's a lot of time to get into backstory right now. It feels like everything's really reaching the crescendo, especially given the end of the episode, but I do hope we find out what happened to Polnareff and what happened to the man's legs. And it is official, it is Polnareff. It's not somebody who looks like Polnareff, it's somebody who's connected to Polnareff. It's actually the man himself, although he does sound pretty weathered, which, I mean, that's fair. I'd feel pretty weathered too after everything. He does look like he's been through a hell of a lot following Stardust Crusaders, but also I dig the man's outfit now. I'm like, yeah, man, like Polnareff, your old outfit is iconic, but this is pretty dope. I like the little, like, almost Scouter from Dragon Ball Z looking thing he's got on his face. It's pretty neat, and I'm the only thing I'm sort of confused by, and maybe I'm missing something, and maybe they'll explain it later, I don't know, because in this episode we just hear, like, after I escaped from Egypt, I stumbled across this arrow, and I'm like, okay, first of all, you didn't necessarily escape from Egypt, you won the battle and then went home, so escape seems like a stretch, but okay. But it's the arrow thing that I don't get. Like, did Polnareff stumble across the arrow in part 3? I don't remember that at all. My best guess is that maybe, like, Polnareff stumbled across the arrow while he was invading Dio's lair and just, like, didn't tell the others for some reason. I mean, like, I can kind of see Polnareff doing something like that where he stumbles across the arrow. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to burden the other two with this. Like, they've defeated Dio. They don't want any more part of this. I'm going to study this arrow on my own. Like, maybe that's what happened. Or maybe he went back to Egypt later and stumbled across the arrow again or something. Because basically, either way, he has to have gotten the arrow from Egypt because that's what the man says in this episode. I don't know. It's a little weird to me because, again, I don't remember that at all. Maybe I'm remembering, like, maybe I do have an awful memory. Like, you guys know when it comes to, like, character names or stuff from, like, episodes upon episodes ago, there's stuff that I will forget. So maybe I am forgetting that. It was 2 parts ago. But yeah, I don't remember him stumbling across the arrow in part 3. But like I said, the rest of the episode is basically the fight between Sekko and Bucciarati. And I gotta say, Sekko's Seiyu is having a complete blast playing the character. Like, he is a straight up loon. Like, that dude is losing his mind in basically every scene. He really gives it 110. I love how much effort the man puts into the role. And Bucciarati needs to be given tremendous kudos because that was one hell of a clever trap. The way he's just like, oh dude, no, you thought I was like hurt, like you thought I was hurt. I can't feel barely anything. I was just waiting for you to drop a bunch of stuff down here like an idiot, and then he pops the tires, like he pops the tire of the car and like makes Sekko's ears explode. Oh, so clever, because I was genuinely like, I don't know how he's getting out of this, but of course, in true JoJo fashion, it was all part of the plan, all according to Keikaku. And Sekko gets messed up because of it. Like, the dude gets, like, tries to pop up, like, and he thinks he's, like, I guess he thought he was near, or at least closer to the Coliseum, but he gets his leg run over, and then he has to, like, dodge traffic, and then, of course, in a twist I absolutely did not see coming, he grabs the boss by accident. Okay, so it wasn't technically the boss, it was Doppio, but it's the boss. And he, like, the fact that he was there and Bucciarati's like, oh shit. Like, I don't know if Bucciarati necessarily knew that it was the boss. Judging by the look on his face, it seemed like he did. But just that realization of like, oh crap, this is bad. Either way, it's bad. And Sekko afterwards, I'm assuming is dead. He did fall into that trash compactor, so I'm assuming he's dead. Maybe not. But like the bigger and more important thing is Bucciarati's state connected to the boss. Like, I thought it was because of Giorno, but the more I'm thinking about it, at the end of the episode, it really seems to heavily imply that the boss is somehow connected, because he starts like falling apart right there. He's like, oh, why am, like, my vision's going blurry. I can, like, I'm really starting to feel the wounds now. Like something's happening. Is it time? Like, am I out of time? And you see like Doppio kind of hover above him, like ready to strike. And then the episode ends, because of course it does. But yeah, I don't know what that means. I don't know what's gonna happen next week. I'm assuming in some way he must, maybe it is the boss. Like, I mean, King Crimson's abilities are sort of like, they just work. So maybe it is the boss keeping Bucciarati alive and not Giorno. Like, maybe the boss is like, dude, you dumb idiot. I was just waiting for you to find Polnareff, and now that I know where he is, like, you led me right to him. Like, maybe that's what it is. I'm just speculating, and I'm sure manga fans are like, you're way off, or just, I don't know. But yeah, everybody, that's gonna sum up my thoughts on this week's episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, then by all means hitting that like button, sharing the video around on the internet, that'd be super rad of you. And if you'd like to stick around and hear more from me, then by all means go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to join the good ones. And as always, before we go, I have to give a big shout out to the good people over on Patreon, namely those in the Earl Grey tier: Omnigaramond, Veridin, Tristan, No For Nothing, Urza, Evil, Caden Fate, Gabriel, Dominic, Sipco Games, Opinionated Slime, Maria Teresa, and Shadow Creative. Thank you guys so much for continuing to support me over on Patreon. If you too would like to get your name shouted out at the end of a video, or you just want to check out all the other cool rewards you can get over on Patreon, then by all means go ahead and check out that link in the description. It would be very much appreciated. But as I said, that's going to do it for today's video, so thank you guys once again for checking it out, and until our next meeting, stay rad and don't scary.